Hey guys, what up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I kind of wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of like my thrift bag collection. I've been seeing a lot of my bag collection videos and I thought it would be nice to do my own take on it, especially because I thrift shop so much and I have so many different bags from different places. So I just thought I'd pick some of my favorites and show them to you guys. Now the first bag I would like to bring up is my Joss MB bag. This bag has been like my tried and true bag for probably about 7 years now. This was actually my first designer bag that I ever got. So interesting story, when I was in college I actually worked for an art department and I was like the art curator putting up the installations. And so my boss, her daughter was actually an actress who would get sent stuff all the time, everything from like bags, expensive shoes, perfumes, all that kind of stuff. And so her daughter would always give her like these huge plastic bins of like excess stuff to just like donate and give away. So she was on her way to donate it and give it to, you know, whatever thrift store. She told, you know, me and the other girls who worked for her, go ahead, dig through the bin, see what you want, and pick out, you know, whatever it is that you like before I donate it. So I saw this bag and I was like, okay, I know that this is a good quality bag. It's leather, it's really, really sturdy. And one thing that I learned working in fashion is like anytime there's a bag with like a Riri zipper, it's like a type of brand of zipper, like these zippers are like amazing. Like I ended up getting this bag for free. So it was my first designer bag. I got it for free, and when I looked it up I pretty much had a heart attack seeing that it retailed for around $500. So I love it. It's sturdy. I literally, like, instead of me having a huge bucket bag or like a huge tote, like this is that for me. Like look at the size of this thing. I can literally fit my iPad in here. I can fit like my full-on journal notebooks, like toiletries bag, sunglasses, a huge wallet. Like this is my go-to everyday bag. It's still going strong. It's missing one little knob right here, but I love this bag. It's really, really sturdy. The inside of it is canvas, so it really feels like an industrial strength type bag. Like I don't think this thing's gonna break down on me for years and years to come. Now next I want to talk about my oddest bag. So the reason why I would call this my oddest bag is because it's not necessarily a purse. So background story, I was at the Goodwill and I saw this bag just kind of like hanging from one of the shelves and I decided to kind of grab it and see what it was, and it is this awesome cylinder bag. And this actually, I think it's like one of those bags that you could take with you to like carry wine and everything like that. I've gone to the park with this. I've gone to like fairs and festivals with this bag. It's got an adjustable strap, which I love. And it's really, really sturdy. This is some random no-name brand. That's like a hobby of mine, is to like buy it and then see how much it's like really worth, if it's designer or if it's vintage or whatever. This is just like some random no-name whatever brand, and I can fit not only like my huge glass water bottle, I drink my water out of this, but I can fit wine bottles, I can fit, you know, alcohol, I can fit whatever in this, and then if I'm going somewhere I have a nice little travel safe baggie to put it in. So I just kind of call it my wine satchel. Alright, so number 3, this is my THEODOR California purse. This one, it was actually my very first vintage purse. So I'm always on the hunt. You know, if you thrift shop, you're always looking for like amazing vintage stuff. The clasp and everything is still intact. And I love the fact that it has like this cute little chain detail. Now, if you guys know, most of your moms or grandmothers at some point in time had a bag with like this kind of similar pattern on it, this kind of like vintage pattern. Now I feel like in the past like 5 years or so you started to see new stores at the mall kind of coming out with stuff that has like floral patterns like this. But I just love this. This company started off in the 40s or 50s, I believe, and they created a lot of cute little purses like this, little clutches. And I just love this because it's so fun. I feel like I can dress it up. I can really go out on a nice date. I can really go out with my friends to a nice dinner and use this bag, which I've used. I think I had this in one of my videos, Get Ready With Me possibly. I'll link it above. It was like, you know, way back when. But then I can also, you know, wear it with some really kind of edgy, like cute streetwear look with like some high heel boots or whatever, and it kind of like adds a punch, you know, of kind of juxtaposition to it. So really, really love this bag. I think I got it for $5 at like a thrift market, and they're retailing now for about $50. So I feel like I did pretty good with this one. All right, number 4 is my DIY coin purse. So again, I was at the same thrift market. I think I might have got this one in the last purse at around the same time. This purse was 50 cents. They were honestly like, you know, it's the end of the thrift market, whatever you see, it's a quarter, it's 2 quarters, you know, whatever, we just want to get rid of it. And so I really love this just because I feel like it's so different from everything else in my collection. This is just really fun and edgy. It's actually made, I'll do a close-up, but it's actually made of like pop tops off cans. Now, this isn't a purse where I can just kind of like put whatever in. It does kind of have like holes and stuff like that, so definitely like bigger items that can't fit through the holes, like lipstick or, you know, my debit card. Just basic essentials that, you know, I can take with me if I'm going out with friends or whatever and I just want to hold on to like something cute and edgy. And I like it because from far away it almost looks like sequiny, but then when you get up close you see it's kind of like artsy fartsy type craft piece. So I really like it, and it was like 50 cents. So alright, number 5 is my Coach purse. Now, I know it's like every girl's dream to have like a Coach bag or a Louis Vuitton bag or, you know, something of that nature with like the monogram pattern kind of like all over it. Now for me, I just feel like those bags never really fit me. The ones that have like, you know, the Coach symbols all the way around the back, or the Louis Vuitton all over, or Michael Kors or whatever. I don't know, because I feel like my bags, as you guys can see, most of my bags are neutral, so that way I can kind of mix and match with multiple different outfits. I feel like those bags can sometimes clash with a lot of the things that I have in my closet. So I loved this because it's like you almost don't even know that it's a Coach bag. It's kind of understated, even though the craftsmanship on this is amazing. Now, I got this at a thrift / consignment store. I think it was Crossroads, and it was around 20 bucks. So I would say that that's great. They literally had it marked down to that because it had like a slight stain here on the front. But I was like, you know what, it's suede. It's gonna get stains on it. You know, it has a little bit of stains here like on the rim of it, but I was like, I don't give a crap. It's an authentic Coach bag. It actually has, you know, the whole pattern and stuff on the inside, so that's great. And it came in the like original drawstring bag, so they still had that along with the purse, which I thought was great as well because I use that to put my shoes in when I travel. And I would say like that this is like my go-to boho like cute shopping bag. It's just enough to fit like your essentials in here, you know, wallet, maybe a small little bottle of water and like some snacks, some almonds or whatever, and then I can just hit the pavement and go shopping. Number 6 is my no label duffel bag. It's kind of like a huge overnight traveler's bag. It's pretty big. Now this one, funny story about this. So this was actually another like free thrift freebie. When I was back at college, we used to have this bin called the giveaway bin, and it was in the laundry room, and pretty much as girls started to kind of gain their freshman 15, they would like throw their clothes in the box that like no longer fit after they would wash them. And so you would see kind of like cool pieces in there. There would be clothes, there would be shoes, there would be bags, and you know, just other like little trinkets, sometimes like home decor stuff. And so whatever didn't get picked up would then be like donated to the Goodwill or Salvation Army or whatever. I went in there one day and was doing laundry, and this bag was in there, and it's a no-name brand. It's you know, faux leather, and I honestly love this bag. I've had it for years. It's never worn down or broken or anything on me. And it has like this really cool pattern. I'll do a zoom in or whatever so you guys can see it a little bit better. But I just love this bag. It's super sturdy. Honestly, almost every single time when I travel, I take this bag with me. If my trip is, you know, 4 days or less, I usually take this with me. It fits in the overhead bins. It's smaller and it's kind of more malleable, so I can really squish it in there if like there's not really a lot of space. And honestly, on a good day, I'm able to fit maybe like 2 pairs of shoes in here, like you know, a pair of boots, high heels, wedges, and then, you know, 3 or 4 bottoms and like 5 or 6 tops, and I'm good to go. And that all fits in this bag. This next one is very special to me, and most people in their lifetime don't even get to this level yet, but this is my very first antique bag. You guys have seen this in some of my style videos, but honestly, like, look how gorgeous this is. So vintage is, you know, 20 years or more, and then antique is 100 or more. This company is called Whiting and Davis, and they were the ones who were really revolutionizing the way that like bags were made. I think their company started in like the late 1800s, and then they started making bags like right at the early 1900s. And so these were like the bags of like flappers. Like flappers, when they would go out, they just loved these bags. And it's so funny because if you see movies, a lot of times you'll see the flappers carrying around these like sequin bags, but actually they were these like metal mesh bags. This is literally like metal pieces that have been latched together. And it's so funny because I was at a thrift market, and I was walking by a table, saw this on there, and I initially thought that it was like a vintage flask. So I was like, oh, that's super cute. I have to get that to like go on my coffee table or next to my little like perfume bottles and stuff. And I picked it up and the girl's like, no, it's actually a vintage purse. And I was like, how do you fit anything in here? Because I mean, look, it literally looks like a flask. So you actually pop the top on it and then it expands for you to be able to put your stuff in it. So, I mean, really, really cute. You can't fit a whole lot of stuff in there, but I feel like when you're going out, it's literally like just enough. Like debit card, a little bit of cash, ID, and lipstick. Like that's pretty much it. And maybe like if you disconnect your house keys and all that kind of stuff, you could fit like a car key and your house key in here. So I fell in love with this bag. I think I got it at the vintage market for like $30, $35 about. So that's pretty good. I've seen these online go for, you know, some of them a couple $100s, some of them in, you know, the low hundreds kind of area. So I love this. It's still really sturdy. I mean, stuff back then was made so well. So my very first antique purse, and I love it. So that's not all of my thrift purses. If you guys would like to see a part 2 to this and see what other bags that I have, please comment or like the video, you know, let me know. I can do another one. I do have purses from other countries and other ones that I just bought that I haven't had the chance to kind of like sit with yet. So let me know if you guys want to see a part 2 to this. Again, like this video if you want to see more. I'll be posting more as usual, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Yeah.